On the Blue Couches with our next guest today. Katie Peppers is with Erie County Home Team, and you've got a big event coming up Friday, the Erie County Homeless Memorial that's happening.
Yeah.
Hi, Katie. Tell us about that. What does this event entail?
Yeah, so every year, the National Homeless Memorial Day is held on December 21st. It's the longest night of the year and the shortest day of the year, which means that for a lot of us, when we go home at that early time that the sun sets, we have a nice warm place to go. But for a lot of folks in our community, they don't have anywhere to go. So they're struggling for a longer amount of time overnight during the darkest, coldest night of the year.
Yeah,
so
it's a good time to remember that and to keep that in mind.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So every year, nationally, this memorial is held, and every year in our community, we also hold a memorial, either on the day or near the day. So this year it'll be on Friday, December 19th at noon at Perry Square. So we'll be honoring 15 individuals that we've been able to identify that have passed away this year while homeless.
Okay.
The list is unfortunately in reality longer. We just couldn't confirm a few identities before finalizing our memorial list this year.
Are these folks that you could not tie back to family at all?
Correct.
And just seem to be lost souls in our community?
Unfortunately, yes. So we have great partnerships with all of the shelters. So we get names and information, and we'll share a little bio about each person that we know. But those that have died on the streets for various reasons, whether it be weather related or addiction related, if they don't have anybody to identify them, we can't honor them as they should be honored.
Right. And how many did you say you're honoring in this Memorial Friday?
This year we have 15 concrete names.
Okay.
Yes.
And is that number big, small compared to years previous?
Last year we had 23, I believe, but it's hard to gauge because there are a lot of individuals we can't identify.
Now, also on that day, along with that, you're doing a clothing drive that starts a little bit before the memorial, starts at 2 and then goes through the afternoon. Talk about that, because they're so important this time of year.
Absolutely. So my committee on the home team, in partnership with the Lived Experience Committee, is hosting a clothing drive in partnership with the memorial. And the hope is that we can collect clothing, whether it be winter gear, hats, gloves, scarves, coats, things that people will need in the winter as they're out on the streets, and then we'll be donating them to our Neighbor's Place, which is the seasonal overflow shelter.
That's wonderful.
Run by Erie United Methodist Alliance.
So you just bring it and drop it off?
Absolutely.
East side, west side of Perry Square?
It'll be right next to the stage.
Okay. Which is the west side.
West,
yes.
yes.
I had to think for a second.
Yeah.
And just real quickly, why it's so important, to do that and to be mindful of those who struggle with homelessness in our community.
I feel like a lot of our community members that experience homelessness struggle with this idea of dignity. And so when we are honoring individuals that have passed away, it's returning dignity to individuals that have lost that, whether it perceived or not. So returning dignity and humanity to individuals that are not honored in our community anymore.
And again, anybody can attend this event. It is Friday. The clothing drive starts at 10, where you can drop off winter gear, winter clothing, and then the memorial for the homeless is at noon on the west side of Perry Square. And again, it's open to the public and anyone can participate. Katie, thank you so much for telling us about it today. We really do appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
All right.